Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in here for another episode of HuddleCamHD Live. I'm here with Cameron Lucas.
Hey Paul, how you doing today?
Thank you so much for being here. Cameron is from Madison Technologies in Australia.
Yep, come on the big long plane all the way over the Pacific Ocean and then all the way across the US just to get here into HuddleCamHD headquarters.
Really appreciate you having you here. I think this is going to be a fun webinar. And we're going to talk about our InfoComm plans. We have some gems of InfoComm we are going to let everyone know about and get everyone excited about the show.
Yeah, most definitely today. It's going to be a great day to be here.
So let's go ahead and go over some of our plans for InfoComm. And just so everyone knows, we do have a VIP code. So if anyone would like InfoComm tickets, you can use VIP code HUD 391. And we've got some really cool new stuff that we're going to be showing off. And something I thought would be kind of fun is we're going to be talking about some hidden gems.
Some of the best things to see at the show that you probably never knew about.
Now, Cameron, you've been to the show quite a few times.
This will be my third appearance at InfoComm, yeah.
So you've uncovered a few of these gems already?
Yeah, possibly, and maybe just some gems around Vegas itself. So it's always fun to get to Vegas, and then it's always fun to leave again.
So here, I'll let you kind of talk about a couple of the gems we were going to highlight.
Sure. So essentially, on Monday is actually when things even start at InfoComm. So essentially you'll find that there is all-day training sessions that actually happen before the show even opens. So check in with your favorite vendors and you'll see that there's actually training seminars that will actually happen ahead of the show's actually opening times. So you also get to spend a bit of time with some of the InfoComm team and their guests. So InfoComm have got their booth in the grand lobby between the North and South Halls this year. So they've got a few fun events there, so you can come and actually participate in the InfoComm chats. There's the abilities to take a class as well. So InfoComm run quite a lot of training courses and seminars that are actually there as well, which are hosted by InfoComm. So things like the CTS program, they actually have live capabilities to be certified there on site. So you can chat with InfoComm about that right there.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff. Also, we wanted to mention there's a beer garden. Some people don't know about that. A little hidden gem right outside the North Hall. That's open from 2 to 5:30, and it's free beer and music. On Friday, it closes at 4:30, right before the show ends at 5.
So get in there early while you can.
Actually, you know what, now that I think about it, the show's open from 9 to 5, Wednesday, Thursday, at least the exhibit. But Friday, I believe it closes at 4.
Yeah, probably does. Normally it does end up a little bit early on Friday, so people can get out and have a good Friday evening, and everybody can get home and back to work on Monday.
There's also one thing one of our lead engineers, Matt Davis, told us about is if you're looking for something to do in the afternoon, there's a free zoo at the MGM Grand, one of the world's largest hotels. It's really famous for being a lion habitat at the heart of the complex. So it's surrounded by glass, and visitors can just walk by, and the majestic residents with these huge lions are right in the middle.
That's right. Just be careful of the magic tricks, because we all know about those stories.
One of the things I didn't know about was that there is a breakfast at the Huddle Room available that you can do Thursday morning right in the central InfoComm area. Just to talk about the really hot topics now, these Huddle Rooms, these collaboration spaces. Thursday morning you can get a free breakfast in a Huddle Room. So we thought that was kind of cool. A couple other things that are here. It looks like you can do lunch at the IMCCA, which they have lunch and learn sessions both Wednesday and Thursday. So there's different moderators from Cisco and Polycom, Dimension Data, Kramer, Videxo, Revo Labs, PEXIP, Zoom. There's a lot of people there. So the free lunch and learns are really great. You get free lunch and you get to learn a little bit about some of the companies that are going to be at InfoComm.
That sounds great, Paul. Yeah, so I've actually seen some of the I guess you could say, superstars of the AV world at InfoComm before, the likes of Dr. Kramer. So, seen him before, was tempted to run up and get a selfie, but resisted the temptation.
So those are just a few little tips that we were able to procure for you guys. And let's talk a little bit about what our plans are for InfoComm. So just so you guys all know, we have a meetup Wednesday nights from 7 to 9 where we're going to have a little open bar for all of our customers who are going to join. And then something we wanted to kind of glean on everyone is this mobile app. There's this InfoComm mobile app, which I think you've used before, Cameron.
Yeah, definitely. So it's available on all the mobile platforms. So you can go through and you can, say who your favorite vendors are, and you can tag their particular stands so you can get directions to them. You can quickly and easily bring up a map, so you're not sort of running around wildly trying to find out, where the HuddleCam stand is, for instance. So we're right there in the North Hall.
Yep, we're in the North Hall right next to Blue Jeans. Hop, skip, and a jump from the Phoenix Audio booth.
Yep, that's right.
And right next to We Present.
And also next to Display Note.
Display Note, yes, with the montage product.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that. So we're going to show a little bit of our booth here in a second. Why don't we go ahead and jump to that? I wanted to show off our booth here. So this is what you're going to be able to see, and we're really excited about it because as you can see here, now this is not exactly what it's going to look like, but we actually have over 20 cameras live streaming to YouTube. There's going to be a similar live stream as this, but we're going to have 20 cameras to select from and over 3 unique live streams. So what that's going to mean is over here, we're going to have a Wirecast. So this area, we're going to be live streaming from a Wirecast setup. On this side, we're going to be live streaming with a TriCaster. And then on the back, I think I'll maybe slide to the next page, we are going to have, here's the back here, where we have our couch and everything. This is where we're going to have another live streaming area with 2 displays, a Zoom video conference, and a Phoenix Audio Condor to really pick up some nice ambient noise in the area. So we're going to have 3 unique live streaming areas. So on YouTube, you guys are actually going to be able to select between 3 different channels basically on a single live stream. It's a new feature that YouTube has. They call it cameras, but really they're separate RTSP streams where you can just select between which one you want to watch at a given time, and we'll be giving interviews and doing different things all throughout the show. In fact, I was thinking we could show a quick little interview clip, but I didn't get that queued up, so no reason to go ahead and do that. Wanted to quickly talk about, since we have Cameron here, he's from Australia. I know it's a little bit of a different market than the United States.
Slightly, yes.
But it definitely gives us a different worldview, a different perspective on where the market's headed. And I know Cameron's really been in the industry for a while. There's 2 industries that we serve, the video conferencing industry, and now this kind of newer budding streaming industry. And I kind of wanted to show this graph and kind of ask you what the market's like in Australia, what you see kind of coming over here, and what you think the future holds.
Yeah, sure. So what we're actually seeing at the moment is actually quite a booming video conferencing industry. That's something that's really sort of on the up and up. As companies have head offices based around the country, it's obviously much easier to participate in a video conference than what it is to jump on a plane and attend a meeting physically. So with also the new platforms that are available now, like Zoom, Skype, GoToMeeting, WebEx, all of those kind of platforms make it so much better. Once upon a time, video conferencing was one of those very expensive things to do. It was actually cheaper to jump on a plane than what it was to actually, get video conferencing set up. But nowadays, it's relatively cheap, and you can actually have a really good experience in a video conference situation. So as a result, that's something that's becoming more and more popular because it's just obtainable now. It's becoming affordable for everybody.
So that's the video conferencing market, and as you can see here on the bell curve, we think we're kind of at least I think we're kind of past the innovation stage.
Definitely,
maybe that was when those expensive codecs were existing. The early adopters, those people were willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get these things done. Now we're stepping into the early majority where cloud video conferencing is allowing people to have a video conferencing system or a license for $10, $20, pan tilt zoom cameras in the less than $1,000 mark. And now you're seeing the early majority, small to medium sized businesses jump on board, and I think there's tons of room for growth for that exact reason.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, it's just like that whole price point has just come down to the point where it's just obtainable and people can do it.
So now there's a secondary market, and something that our InfoComm booth is really focusing on, because it's still sort of in the innovation stage. I think the early adopters with YouTube Live and Facebook now having live streaming is really going to quickly move into the early majority. What have you seen with the live streaming industry?
So far, it's still relatively new. As you've seen with the likes of Facebook and YouTube being able to live stream, it's one of those things that our customers are typically in the conferencing sort of space, more so. But it is one of those things that we are starting to get into. People are starting to ask about it because the whole broadcast market is changing into that on-demand, the ability that someone can set up in their bedroom, make their own TV show. That day is here today. We can do that right now, and it can be live, as we're doing right now.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I really like about this show. And if there's any questions, it looks like we have someone. What's up with the 5 cameras pointing down? Are they going to be pointing down all over? That's a good. Well, this was a 3D model actually that was produced by the company Grapevine Visual Concepts, who created our booth for us. I do have a couple real pictures of our booth, so I'll show that really quickly. Here's a picture of our booth here, so you can see the cameras actually are pointing straight. This is that back area with the couch. And I think that when people come to our booth and they start seeing that we're using a free service from YouTube Live, we're not paying a dime for it.
It's great value for money.
20 cameras, 3 different unique live streams, where people can select them. Imagine if you're at a university and you're doing a graduation and, grandma can't make it. Not only can she see the front view of everyone, but maybe you have a second stream showing, the kids behind the stage.
Exactly right, yeah. So you can have the audience participation, so you can watch and see the responses from the people right there.
Yeah. So, and that's free. And with YouTube Live. And now, of course, you need to pay for hardware and all the setup. And that's what we're here to help you with. If you look at our tutorials and the different things that we have available, is that a lot of this technology is basically free or very, very inexpensive to get into, but people don't realize how. And that's what we've kind of built our platform around, is trying to teach everyone how easy it really can be. So one of the cool things that I'm excited about is little joy to the world. At our InfoComm booth, we are going to be giving away a free joystick, so that people can stop by, drop a business card in, win a joystick. These actually control any Sony Visca camera, so any standard Sony camera, a lot of Panasonics, not Vadio because they have a proprietary system, but any HuddleCam, the PTZ Optics cameras can all be controlled by this joystick. So we figured, let's go ahead and give a couple away, and just for people to start learning how to use this technology.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, just to dig a little deeper, one of the things we're going to be featuring at our booth is the Phoenix Audio Condor. I don't know if you want to I know we've kind of talked about how it's going to be set up.
Yeah, for sure. I guess so. Just for those of you that don't know what the Condor is, so Phoenix Audio specialize in USB audio for typically video conferencing. Now, the Condor is actually a beam-forming microphone array with the DSP built straight into the unit as well. So it enables you to essentially get all of the clutter off the conference room table. So typically your conference room table might have a few mics on it. Maybe it's got a desk input for a display, etc., etc. Sometimes getting cabling to the desk for those kind of scenarios is near on impossible. So what the Condor enables you to do is that the Condor itself can be mounted above or below the display at the head of the room, and it just picks up all the audio in the room. It's really great at being able to discern between junk noise and actual real noise of people talking. It has a great AGC built into it, so that's automatic gain control, so that even if you're sitting really close to the unit, or if you're sitting up to 30 feet away, you still have a nice even audio output which would be sent to the people at the far end.
Yeah, so right behind us, and I'll show this right here again, this is where we're going to have the Condor mounted approximately. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug it into an Intel NUC. Here's actually a picture of an Intel NUC here. We're going to plug it into an Intel NUC and run a Zoom video conference call. And with that Zoom video conference call, we're going to be connected back to Phoenix Audio. They're going to have a Condor not only at their booth, but also at their home office outside Los Angeles.
That's right, yes.
So you'll be able to come to our booth, you'll be able to come to the Phoenix Audio booth and really hear the audio quality. It's going to be actually picking up ambient noise during the live stream. So if you can't make it to InfoComm, you'll still be able to hear it through the channel in the back here, this channel here. So there's going to be one channel coming from over here with Wirecast, one in the back from TriCaster, and then this space is going to have the Condor plugged in specifically for that ambient noise, so you can kind of hear the crowd as well. So that's interesting. We got about 4 minutes left. I want to make sure I get through all this stuff. Really quickly, we do have a demo program. You can keep a credit card on file. You can get a 2-week demo of any camera just to get you an idea of what they do. The HuddleCam Air will be here at the show. A lot of people have been talking and asking about it. The HuddleCam Air, even with all the wireless networks that are at these shows, hundreds of them in the same space, it will still burn through them, and it will still provide a great 1080p signal, so we're excited about that. We showed the real live picture of the back booth. And YouTube Live, just wanted to mention. So you can just go right to our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, that will give you updates on when the live streams are coming. You should be able to log in all day long, and they'll be live. We'll be using Zoom as well. So Zoom video conferencing, we're going to make part of the live stream. So people from the far end will actually be pulled in. Might be a little balancing act on my end on what audio-wise, yes. It's going to be a little tricky because there's going to be a lot going on. Here's kind of an idea of what's going on. So we're going to have a video conference going on and a live stream going on. A lot of people use this, and it's kind of in that innovation stage. Not everyone is doing this, but where people actually bring in a far-end participant into a live show via video conferencing software like Skype.
Yeah, that's right, yep.
So that's kind of how it works. So we're going to have that Nook, the Intel Nook there with the camera and the Condor. And then we're going to be bringing it in via a frame grabber into my laptop, and we're going to be live streaming it to YouTube. Here's kind of a example of what we do during our live streams here. As you can see, I have an iPad here. That was what we're using for annotation. We have a laptop live streaming to YouTube, HuddleCam 20X, a little bit of audio. So I'm using a DPA headset here, and then Cameron is actually using just an SM58, which is a popular Shure microphone.
Constant classic.
Super classic microphone. And that's really it. One of the things I wanted to show was the Madison AV website. So here is Madison's website here, and as you can see, Madison is our exclusive distributor for HuddleCamHD, and just wanted to give you a brief little picture of their website and show exactly how I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about it here. I'll go to the HuddleCam brand here.
Yeah, sure. So obviously we're a distributor that are based in Australia. For those of you that don't know, we've been in the industry for around about 20 years. We actually cover many facets, but we have an AV specialist team. We've been working with the HuddleCam for, I think, near on about 2 years now. Mm-hmm. And it's actually been a really great product. It's something that's done really well for us, and if you're after a camera that can support what you need to do with it, that is great for these soft codec sort of applications like the PC based video conferencing, there's no real equivalent.
So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in and watching our show. Do you have any closing remarks?
No, it's just been great to be here, and I'm looking forward to coming back again.
Yeah, we hope to see you guys at InfoComm. If you can't make it, we've got a live stream that will be unlike anything the industry's seen before, at least I hope so. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a nice day.
Thanks for coming.